Welcome back to Authentic Conversations. I am your host, Darty.
And I'm your host, KP, and here we have real conversations
with real women
in their 20s. Okay, y'all, so as y'all can see, we have a whole lot of guests that we've never had on the podcast. So today is going to be a very interesting day. We're going to cover a few topics, and then we're going to get into whatever they want to talk about. But we're going to go around the room, introduce everyone. Yeah, let's get it started.
All right, who will go first?
I mean, they already know who we are, right?
Yeah.
So, my name's Monte. You can call me Tay. I'm 25. I'm from Richmond, Virginia, of course, but I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
I'm Marcus. I'm 25 years old, and I do photography.
Book him.
It's always a promo.
I'm Monte. Yeah, I'm Monte. I'm 23. I'm from Philadelphia, but I live in Richmond, Virginia.
I'm Isaiah. I'm 22 years old. I live in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm a Richmond City firefighter.
Let's go ahead and get the good stuff started.
Let's get it popping.
Okay, so I know everybody has I'm gonna say the guys. Y'all be doing
Y'all be having these whack pickup lines.
Ooh, she just got right into it.
I don't know if y'all do pickup lines, but let's see.
Okay, let's ask that. Do y'all do pickup lines?
No.
No.
Okay, so then what's the approach?
Yeah, how do y'all approach?
Hello?
Okay, besides hello, is it more to that?
I mean, I don't want to.
No, go ahead.
Oh, no. So, basically what I do, I always just start a conversation. Most of the time we're in a setting where we both have similarities. So if it's some type of club or lounge or school or something like that, I would start talking about where we are and things like that, and then just make a connection off that.
Okay.
I know that makes sense.
Right.
Y'all agree?
That's cute.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Pretty much in the same boat.
It's cute.
Well, I feel like on our side, I'm just so tired of hearing you're different.
What did that mean?
Yeah, I just don't get that.
I done heard that so many times.
And I say that to them. I've heard that before. Thanks.
Yeah, explain.
Thanks.
You feel like when y'all explain, it's something new. You know?
So what about the girls who they got pickup lines?
Yeah.
What pickup lines?
Now.
I'm gonna say
Y'all said
Some
what pickup
girls
line
do.
she was about to go into.
Okay, then what's the pickup line?
I don't really do pickup
But I've
lines.
seen
I
some
need
girls
to
actually
go.
try it.
y'all don't try. Y'all just walk up and say you cute, and you think it's
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
okay,
that brings up a really good
Now, I would
question.
say this. My approach
Okay.
to my fiance was a little aggressive.
Beyonce.
Yes.
Married. That's
I'm-
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
So, how I approached my fiance, it was, first of all, we were on a school bus. And I was just like, you had braces before? Your teeth straight?
I'm
weak.
weak.
Like, you looking like this and your teeth so straight. So it really was just approaching him just on some,
Regular.
yeah. It wasn't too aggressive, but for most girls, that is too aggressive. So
Okay,
it's not
so
really
what
even
you gonna
have.
say?
I was gonna say, outside of Monte, because she's married.
Yeah.
For y'all two, do y'all actually approach guys?
No.
No.
Why?
No, don't lie. Don't get on here and lie.
Actually, I was like,
I'm gonna get you every time. Don't get on here and lie.
Technically, if I am feeling good,
Ooh.
I might. But I don't do it all the time, though. Don't act like I'm sitting up here just approaching everybody.
No, but you
Kendra.
can't say it like you never done
Okay,
that.
I've done it before.
So how did you do it?
You never approached a guy damn.
It was a fail.
Not like
but
that.
I tried. Like you just said,
It was
I'm
not a
like,
fail. It just wasn't we about to be together.
Yeah.
God
I was just
dang,
like,
bro, we
you're
about to be
handsome, smoking. That's what I said, getting compliments.
Okay.
That's how I did it.
Compliments.
Yeah.
He was different.
I don't want to be that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Every girl I've ever dated, I was not the approacher.
And sometimes that's okay.
Okay.
Sauce
Sometimes
God.
that's
Sauce God
But-
right here.
They were interested in you.
Guys use the same line while girls use different approaches.
No, y'all do not,
Yes.
bro.
If
It's
you're-
literally
Yes.
either y'all be like, you cute, or you slide your phone over there and be like, put your number in my phone. It's one of the two. There's no originality.
I would say that's your experience.
That's what I'm saying. You know, everybody's experience is different.
Not
For
gonna
sure.
lie, that's kind of
That's your experience too?
When the girl has approached me, that's kind of like the
You
same.
cute, or she'll just slide you her phone and be like, put your number in my phone. Not even telling me her name, just be like,
I would never do that.
Yeah.
Well, I get the name. I do get the name. But
Yeah.
I at least tell them my name, so I do that. I don't be like, oh, like give me your number type stuff.
I think in my experience, well, first of all, I'm not really like an approach type person. But, okay, don't do that. But if I do end up like having a conversation, I'm usually just going to talk trash. Like, I'm just going to talk bad to you.
That's what you do.
I mean, that's just how I am. That's just how I am.
Boy, you so big headed.
Yeah.
Yeah. All this crazy.
so being mean is flirting?
It's not being mean.
In my opinion.
I mean, I don't be. I'm very nice.
So many different answers. So many different answers.
So when you approach a guy, it's like, okay,
I can't think that off my head, but like, okay, let's say it's like
the ones be like, boy, you kind of cute, and then you turn around and tell your friends,
no, not like that. Like, okay, let's say we had like a kickback or something like that, and like this like the last person that came in. I'm just like, oh, so it's gonna take you all night to get here. Like, it took you forever. Like, that's just how I'm.
You was joking, like,
Yeah, like it's just like games. I mean, I said mean. I wasn't lying. That's just my approach.
That's when you be like, yeah, everybody waiting on me on the show.
And then I had something to go with that. That's what I'm saying. Okay, but like, you say you just went with the flow, whatever I said. And like usually like that, like depending on what they say, if they confident, yeah, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm rocking with you. Maybe I come be a little nicer now and again.
Now and again.
You know, you slide
well,
in.
Almost over, so we ain't got that kind of time. She's the last one in the door.
Yeah,
So you gotta
it
make
just
your
depends.
mind.
I will say that she's just a little more hostile than most females.
Hostile. Wow.
Hostile.
And when I say hostile
You
towards
fight.
a guy, as in like not just letting the guy say whatever. So not like holding off, but because I feel like mean is not the word.
Yeah.
You know, more like holding back, keeping your guard up.
You be playing hard to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I can definitely say that for sure.
But I feel like girls can do that, but a guy couldn't.
Yes, you could.
I feel like you could.
It wouldn't be as like.
It's just not as effective because
My point.
Right.
throughout society we are the chasers.
Yeah.
So you can do it. It's just gonna be like, yo, if you don't chill out a little.
You
bit,
about to lose her.
There's some motherfucker around the corner who's
Buddy over there
Yeah,
plotting on you.
Yeah, it's like you taking too long.
Yeah, that's when Jasmine Sullivan started playing a roster.
Check you off the roster. Next case.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what Jasmine.
I mean, that's how it is.
So do y'all, as like women, do y'all prefer like in person or like on social media?
Oh, in person.
In person.
For sure.
For like shooting your shot, like
Yeah.
oh yeah, that over
social media.
internet.
It's
Yeah.
I
nicer
got
in
3 pictures
person.
on Instagram. It don't be nah.
Yeah. I just think it's like, it's hard to transition from, oh, we just texting in DMs to, oh, we linking up.
Yeah,
You say that's hard?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, for me, I don't trust people, so I'm not finna just pull up nowhere.
I'm not talking about like no complete stranger.
Oh, you
but
that's what you know
Yeah,
then.
that's why you.
I mean, like, y'all,
I'm a
like,
social person though.
Y'all don't follow people like y'all don't all the way know, but like y'all like got mutual
It's
friends
still,
and then
I
like
don't know them. Okay, mutual friends always gonna add a assurance to the situation, regardless. Because then you can say, oh yeah, I know him, I vouch for him, he cool. But if not, it's a stranger.
Oh, no, don't be going.
Well,
on those
exactly, I
strangers.
don't. That's why I don't go nowhere. But I think in person is just better because you could just read them off bat. Whether it's gonna be something or it's not.
So if it goes bad, how do you break that off?
What, in person?
Yeah, so like if y'all want to link and then it just not what you want it to be, how do you have that situation?
So you saying if you
For a woman,
went on a date
you
and
linked
it
up
didn't go well?
and it didn't go well at all. How do you break yourself out of that? How do you
Oh.
politely say like this?
It ain't polite
I
nothing.
Marcus, I don't even think it's a polite way.
Yeah.
To say it. I think I done got to the point where
I don't say
I
nothing.
think it is actually.
I didn't say you had to use it the polite way, but it's
Okay.
a polite way. But my sister, I got 2 older sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and probably a year or 2 ago, she called me and she was like, "Yo, this dude went over my door. I'm in the bathroom right now. Call me like in this emergency in 20 minutes, and I'm ready to get up out of here."
Okay, that's
Call me.
polite.
Yeah, that's the polite way. Just be like,
Oh,
slide
so
out
an
the door.
excuse to leave.
Yeah, give an excuse to
alright, I
leave.
see.
But I feel like where was she at? She was at his place.
Hell no.
Oh, you said lock the door. I don't
No,
know.
she was in the bathroom and she was like,
Oh.
I'm in the bathroom in like 15, 20
Oh,
minutes.
like do an excuse.
Call me.
Yeah.
Act like the
I ain't
world
gonna
is
lie, I
coming
did
down.
something like
I ain't never did that.
that. I did it. Like, I didn't want to go. I was done with the date. I told my friend, I was like, can you hit me up?
I don't think I've ever been on like a super bad date where I couldn't sit
It
through it.
wasn't bad. I was just.
Ready to
I
go.
wasn't feeling him.
I will act my ass off. Yo, they just shot my man's, yo.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
No, that's wild. That's wild.
Like,
No.
yo,
Just be friends.
I don't care about none of that.
No, I think I'm thinking more so the after. Like we just won't talk again.
Oh
That's
yeah.
just it.
But
Okay.
I
Well,
can get through the date though.
what if, I know it's kind of off topic, but if you link up and it goes well and
Okay.
y'all talking for a little bit and you get to the first session
Okay.
and that doesn't go good, then what?
Oh, I'm still gone.
what? Hold on.
We can look.
Oh,
We can.
oh,
Let's
oh,
say this.
my-
Let's say
okay, I get
this.
what
Let's
you're
say
saying.
this. I will say that maybe we could try again, but it depends on what it was. If it was that bad, then no. I think
That's
like,
is
you
that a
know
past
what you wanna
experience
deal with.
speaking from?
yeah, I could say that.
I
Sorry about
actually
that,
took somebody
guys.
home. was
I
like,
would say I'll
This
try
was long
it,
before, but-
and I'll try it again, make sure I wasn't tripping, and then it's like, all right, no, that's just not gonna work.
Dang.
What would y'all prefer? Since y'all think it's like harsh, like what would
talking
be
about
the
after
polite
that?
way? Like just in general, like if somebody were to like cut you off, drop you, like,
I ain't gonna lie.
For like a bad session?
would you want to know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Girls that
Yeah, I
girls
would
give
wanna-
bad
So you would
sessions
wanna
as well.
Would you tell them?
Yes.
I'm blunt as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all answer that
It's
question.
not hidden like you
So
think
you
it
would
is.
you would tell her?
Yes.
Like if she asked me, I'll be like,
Well, I think when it comes to girls, we wouldn't really say. We just wouldn't really say.
It won't hit, girl. Try again.
I feel like girls wouldn't say like if it was bad.
No, girls definitely do.
They do?
I mean, not to me, but like.
Oh, I'm about to say, you know from experience?
Yeah, big dog, not the little one. Yeah.
Okay,
But
okay.
I have a lot of like, of course, you know, like I have
Yeah.
a lot of female friends. So like they talk about all that kind of stuff, and I just be in the group chat like, wow, dang,
That's crazy.
dang, that's
That'd be
crazy.
crazy. Yes, we do.
Crazy.
Sometimes
Yeah.
we be doing that. Getting all the tea.
What's going on in the group chat?
I don't be in the group chat.
I don't be.
I don't got no group chat, first off. So,
I gotta select a few out too.
yeah.
I ain't in no group chats, but
Yeah.
I be knowing what be going on.
Me too.
Yeah, anybody
Got
else
that
feel
one
like,
little insider that's in
I'm
the
about to
group
say,
chat.
do anybody feel like y'all got like a couple people that just keep you up on news, like whether
yeah.
you in
You
it or
got to.
not, like
Yeah.
they just let you know.
Yeah.
Myself.
I be keeping.
All you gotta
Tell
do
her
is
up
watch.
on news.
Just watch. It's right there in front of your face.
Yeah, of
True.
course.
And that's in regards to anything.
Anything. I'm the type of person, I'm never around for real. So somebody gotta let me know what happened.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like,
But you
what?
always do
What?
know.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Yeah,
you
that's-
never-
Kendra's like swear
Trust
up and down
me.
that she don't go
I
outside.
don't. No,
She's
not
always
like that. Okay,
outside.
but even when I'm outside, I'm not the type
you
person.
Went to A&T, you trying to tell me you don't get
Exactly.
it.
I'm saying,
I
no.
did not ever
When
fall.
stuff really happened, like, let's say we had a party and it was like, I don't want to say a fight because everybody can see a fight, but let's just say my friend, if she was going through something with some dude in the corner or something, I'm going to be off doing whatever I'm doing. And then I'm going to be like, oh, like, something happened? Like, what? And then people had to let me know what happened.
You know what's crazy? When we were in high school and band, we used to come to Kendra with the story. She'd be like, "What?"
Yeah, because I just be like, where was I
I'd be
at?
like, "Bro,
Wait, where you go to high school?
we went to Hollis."
Yeah.
I went there for like 2 seconds.
Ooh, don't do that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. My God.
Oh, back in the day. You
My
know what
man
I'm
said the
saying?
odds.
Oh yeah,
Hey, what she say?
I went there long.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into the next one. So I know this finna shake the table a little bit.
Yeah, that should be an ad lib. No, when you just
Hit a
said
little
that.
button. it's like been like a ongoing topic of like, what is a submissive woman, and what does that entail? What is she supposed to do? And I think it is situational. Like, if your man make all this money, what are you doing to contribute?
Submission, excuse me, go ahead.
But I was gonna say, like, either way, should she be doing everything, or is it just person to person basis? What y'all think?
When you say doing everything, what do you mean?
I don't know. The girl in the interview, she just said, "I do everything."
She do everything.
Okay. So when it comes to submission, the first thing you said was money.
No, I was saying in most situations in this society, I would say usually the man is the breadwinner, so the woman ends up doing like a caregiver type role. But it doesn't. You don't have to go off of that scenario.
But my point is, when the topic of submission comes into play, the first thing that is trying to blanket the conversation is money. Why? Because back in slavery, back before slavery, money wasn't really a thing.
Okay.
Pretty sure submission was still into play, for one. For two, I'm a professional firefighter.
Okay.
My woman is not. She makes far more money than I do.
Okay.
She's submissive to me, but it's in regards to submission doesn't only come from that aspect, and it's not just because your girl can cook and she cook for you when you get home. My girl can cook with her fuck. I do all the cooking.
Okay.
So it's not in regards to cooking, it's not in regards to money, it's the fact that you should be able to trust me and my abilities and what I can get done before anybody else. Like, if I was to ask you to do this and you have 100 questions about why I asked you to do that,
okay,
why
you don't
I asked
trust.
you to do it is already passing by and the opportunity is being missed. So you probably should have just done it, because you should trust that whatever I asked you to do, I'm not steering you in the wrong direction.
Okay.
I think a big thing that he said was like trust. I think there's in relationships and things like that. There's a weird sound I just said. Okay. In relationships, I think like the whole submissive thing of like a man telling a woman to do something or a woman to tell a man to do something is the reason that there's a problem is because most people don't really trust that the other person always has their best interest in heart. So it's sometimes looked at though as that like it's not really an ask, it's more so of a command. So that's why it's looked as like one person's being oppressive while the other one's being submissive.
Okay.
Because there's a lack of trust. But like bro just said, like if there is that trust there, it's not really a submissive thing. It's more so like, oh yeah, I know you got my best interest.
Husband or my significant other, I know that whatever he does is not going to be wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
When I had my girl, she comes from an environment where there's no really male leaders in her life, where she was always the
strong
got this
one.
shit done. So
strong,
when we started
independent.
dating, it was kind of just like, hey, I got it. Relax, type kind of deal. And she never really. She still struggles with it sometimes, but I know it's her, so I just let her feel her way into it.
Well, I feel like coming from a similar background, because I definitely give independent black women, which can be like kind of harsh. Like, you feel like you can do everything, but I, genuinely do feel like that most days. But I would say I don't think of submission as like a money thing. I think of it in a religious way. I don't want to go too far, but I just think of it like that. We usually touch on stuff, but But I definitely think of it in that way, just so like, I don't want to say he's the most like a tyrant, like he's like going over everything, but at the same time it's like, I don't want to use the word trust, because trust can go in a lot of ways, but it's just like you want to have faith that he's going to lead my family as well as me. So I think of it more of a leader aspect, and then I guess you can say submissive because I'm following him.
Precisely.
I also believe that are you guys benefiting each other? Like, is the woman benefiting the guy? Not just sexually, not just financially, but mentally, emotionally. Are you praying for him? Are you not just cooking his meals and whatever? Me and my fiance live together.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. It's a lot of women in my family that's independent, and he's exactly how you said. I'm very like.
I got it.
Yeah, and he's like, hold on.
Yeah.
So I've had to step back and say, let him do this because he's trying to take over. He's trying to protect. He's trying to, So a woman has to realize what a man is trying to do first before,
I agree.
You really be submissive.
But I think the whole debate is like what does that look like? Like the give and take. What is the husband supposed to do? What is the woman supposed to do? And I agree. I do feel like it's like an ongoing.
Whatever you're willing to do for your partner.
Yeah, I think it's an ongoing situation.
That you haven't like did before for somebody.
It's a lot of people who follow what social media and what social media is saying.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
You should probably you can't live like Kanye and Kim. You should probably do what y'all can do together.
Yeah, I agree.
That would probably best benefit y'all relationship.
Be your own relationship goals.
Yeah.
And keep your stuff.
Yeah.
Good if you want to go in. No, it do be like that because it's like I would say social media does play a big role, but it's some people that really base their opinion off of like society, like what everybody's saying they should be doing.
But you gotta think about it's just everybody's opinions, y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's
like,
true.
What works for you?
What
works for you and your partner, or you and the person you with?
At least how you was brought up.
Yeah.
That should definitely play a major role.
But I even think sometimes the way you brought up, you kind of have to unlearn that type of mentality as well.
I mean, still, sometimes like when people like grow up in like abusive relationships and like that, like mother and father were like fighting and stuff like that. Now like, oh, that's stuff I don't want to do.
Right.
But coming from that type of relationship, my dad,
you might think that's normal.
My mom was ass. It was just constant turmoil. I have 6 brothers and sisters. All of us are so used to there being some sort of chaos going on in the household. That's where we function at. And when there's not chaos going on, it's just like, what do we do now?
It's like that's the normal.
Let me start.
So it's kind of hard. Yeah.
No, dead ass.
So that's why I say that's what I'm saying. It's definitely like trying to unlearn those habits. Like that's not how things need to be or have to be.
And that's where I say that the woman benefits the man in a way. Are you pouring into him? Or are you doing other stuff besides cooking and doing his laundry and stuff? Yeah, there's other ways to be submissive other than doing his laundry, cooking.
I know.
Like I said, what works for him. Like what did he wish?
Oh, that's what you like?
I mean, I'm just saying that's just a personal like.
Personally. Okay.
You talking about cooking or what?
You said laundry.
So the submissive thing, when it comes to like social media, I feel like people need to pull away from putting a lot of their life on it.
I agree.
With that being said, like the guys cooking and cleaning and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Instead of it being submissive, people will call you just a simp for doing that stuff.
But now I'll say social media is glorifying guys cooking and cleaning. Like, well, I know when I watch on TikTok, now guys are literally like getting a huge following, just recording themselves clean the house, cook food, like. Cause that's what I guess that's what women like romanticize about.
But I don't feel like there's a problem with that because I cook.
Yeah.
I clean.
I just said, bro, my girl can't boil rice, so.
Honestly,
but you still with her.
My girl can't cook either, but I cook all the time.
Yeah, I'm saying. But I will say some people put that on your back, like, oh, if you can't cook and clean, then no man gonna want to.
And I feel like that's the elders of the church. That's the seasoned saints. And I say that
they got
because
it twisted.
They always gotta say, but it's like y'all not going through what we going through. Y'all not seeing what we seeing. Y'all not in what we
out in the world. Yeah. I definitely think some of the social media stuff is driven from like old beliefs, which is crazy.
In the southern part of America that we're in.
Yeah.
Southern Christianity part of America that we're in. It's very, very forced upon us.
Yeah.
Like, but a lot of those southern things that came along with that whole cooking aspect was forced upon me as a child. But the whole cooking thing was the only thing that it wasn't, because I was probably like 4 or 5 years old, and my mom, she used to force us to cook dinner damn near every night. I'm talking about Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, every dinner. She forced us to cook when I was like 4 or 5 years old. And I was like, one day I was like, Mom, why we gotta cook? She was like, well, will you cook for your wife one day? I was like, yeah, no, I ain't cook for my wife. Now here I am.
Cooking.
I've never had that. my mom and my aunts and them, they would always cook, but I would stand in the kitchen. They would never want me in the kitchen. So
Yeah,
I
some
teach
people
myself
like that.
to just do it, or go off of memory of watching them cook certain things, and that's how I learned. Teach myself.
Well, because I think some of them think there's just certain things men do, and there's just a certain thing that women do, and that's just it.
Yeah.
Even though it's obviously more complex than
You
that.
should be raising boys.
Yeah.
You should be raising boys the same way you should girls.
Yeah, I think everybody should learn how to do everything.
Yes.
After I got out of the kitchen, my dad was like, "Here goes the hammer and the wrench."
Yeah.
Yes.
And the same thing for my sisters.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, nobody wants to grow up and not know how to do certain things.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. You kind of want to know how to do everything, just in case. Because before you have a partner, you're going to be on your own. So you do have to know what you do.
Some people lack that person in their life to give it to them. Like, I didn't have my biological father to tell me
Teach
that.
you,
I had
yeah.
my stepdad doing it. He taught me everything I know. So some people just don't have a father figure or a mother figure to teach them that stuff. So who do you get that from in the future if you didn't have it when you were younger?
Well, I think even in my experience, I think some things just weren't taught, and it was more so like if I saw it and that's something I want to do, I have to go like pursue it myself. So my mom never pushed me to cook, but I know she can cook down. Yeah. But she never was like, oh yeah, you need to get in here and learn how to do some of this stuff. Like, it was never that. But if I actually applied myself and wanted to do something like that, then I had a resource to do that. Yeah. But I feel like everything changed once you start getting older. You got your own opinions and what you want to do, stuff like that.
Definitely figured that out.
Yeah.
Really had to.
Yeah, I mean it does force you, like, just force you to make your own decisions and branch out and do things.
And have your own beliefs. For sure.
Definitely.
Yes. Okay. Well, since we kind of own the topic anyway, how do y'all feel about marriage? Does everybody in here want to get married?
I guess the married folks should talk first.
Yes, we have two people that are engaged.
I have been engaged since my birthday. He actually proposed to me after the dinner that we had. So we actually plan on getting married September of 23.
Congratulations.
You said y'all coming.
Yeah, we're all
I mean,
invited.
if y'all down be like that. So like I because of my family's position, ceremony is open to the public, and then reception is invitation only. So
Okay.
y'all might be.
So as somebody that's like engaged, like, has marriage always been something that you wanted?
Yes and no.
Okay.
And I say that because I wasn't looking. I wasn't really looking for a soulmate or marriage, nothing like
Yeah.
that. But, and I tell my friends that all the time, it's really when you least expect it.
Yeah.
Because we've been with each other since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually met at Holland Springs.
Yeah.
So it's insane. We met in the same neighborhood. We actually live in the same neighborhood where we met now.
Yeah.
So it's like everything full circle.
Yeah.
And
Yo, I literally was
friends.
like when I met Monte, when we first started being friends, like, she would talk about her man, and it's the same man she already married. So that's like so crazy.
Yeah. So
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's patience.
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, I think Marcus has a similar story.
Yeah.
I mean, I met my fiance in middle school.
That's crazy too. I was there too, y'all.
Yeah.
It's giving.
So it was middle school, but we ended up cutting it loose for a little bit just because she was in a lower grade than I was. So I was going to high school and she was still in middle school, and I was like, I don't want to make any mistakes. If it's meant to be, then I'll be meant to be, And then I had a relationship. I think she had a relationship, and those didn't work out. And then we started talking again. Like, it was 2013, end of 2013. I know for a fact. And then,
Bro, I was in middle school.
Yeah.
yeah, but it was we got back together, and then we made it official 2014 New Year's Day.
So it was really meant to be.
So we've been together ever since then.
So so since y'all met so young, did you ever think like, oh, we gonna get married?
I wasn't sure. For me growing up, I always saw like people in my family, they were like dogging people out. I don't want to say any names or people in my family, but they would dog women out.
Yeah.
And I was the person who wanted to actually look for someone and try to win their heart over. And
Okay.
But I didn't know that I was gonna marry her.
You just knew you wanted to get married.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I wanted to have an actual family.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Let's get to the single people since we. Oh no, you're not single. You're in a relationship.
Yeah, are you?
Sorry, I forgot.
Or what you?
No pressure.
So, kind of a similar story.
Okay.
I went to preschool with a young lady.
Jesus Christ,
Wow.
I met these people young.
Maybe I missed the mark.
I'm from Charles City, Virginia.
Okay.
She's from Charles City, Virginia. Got to preschool. Her mom was that daddy was in there. Mine was in there. Hey, what's up here?
Okay.
We classmates up until I was like first grade, and then we split. Ninth grade comes, and is it your name? Yeah, is it your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know
Probably
each other.
2 weeks later, 14 years old. Yeah, this is my girlfriend.
Oh.
Ended up dating her till I was like 19. Planned on that going great. She had some things that were not necessarily had her in the best mindset towards life in general. And I knew that I needed some growing up to do, and so did she. And we split after that. So then probably we didn't talk again until that was like late 2018. We didn't talk again until I was probably 21, so that's 2021. And the plan was to get married fresh out of high school.
Okay.
But right after we got out of high school,
Things started getting
things
rocky.
got really, really bad.
Yeah.
And so growing up, there was never really no solidified marriages growing up. It was kind of just like, I didn't know what it was for a while, because everybody was like, yeah, my parents sleep in the same bed. I was like, y'all parents do what? Y'all parents live together? I
Right.
was like, people parents do that? They was like, yeah, the hell your parents do. And I'm like, I got home, I was like, hey dad, what's up, son? Why don't you live with us? What the hell you heard that from? I just thought that was the norm, that everybody's parents was in two different houses.
Yeah.
But, once I got to high school and I fucked around and fell in love, then it was just like, yo, I gotta marry this girl. It was complete infatuation.
So you felt it after high school?
No, it was during
high school. Okay.
And she was more so,
I'm too young.
she wanted to leave the situation because of things she had. Like her outside life, it wasn't we weren't having problems. Her outside life just kept on bleeding into us.
Yeah.
We were still kids at the time.
Yeah.
She didn't know how to handle that. So I took the initiative to just be like, she's got to learn some things on her own for a little while. Because she was on the opposite side of the aspect, and she always had someone doing things for her, and she didn't know how to do anything. So she was the exact opposite of what we were talking about. That's previous topic.
Okay.
So, yeah. Dartrice, you're up.
Ooh, calling you out.
Okay. I feel like it'll be nice. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't really be thinking about marriage. Never seen it in my own life. So I feel like the ideal it's beautiful to be with somebody, you know. But I feel like I would like to get married in the future. That's in the future. That's all.
Okay.
I don't mean to cut you off, but when you say the future, do you mean pushing 30s? There's nothing wrong with that. 'Cause it's a lot
But
of
is that your
I'm
new
stubborn.
outlook? Yeah.
But if you wanted to have a family, I feel like it's limited for a woman.
I feel like I don't put a time on anything, so I don't think I like rush like, I want to be married by 30 or something like that. I think it will happen when it's supposed to happen. That's how I look at it. So if you want to marry me, let me know. Put your bid in.
Okay. What you think, Monte?
So like I've had like back and forth thoughts about like the whole marriage thing. Most of the time, like I guess like right now, like when I'm thinking about marriage, it's always like, damn, I don't know nobody that long.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
And then there's also like the financial part to it and things like that. Like hearing y'all stories, like y'all met people in preschool or in the womb and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It's just always been something like. Of course, I grew up. My mom and dad are not together at all. I don't even know who that guy is for real. But like, I never really saw marriage like actually happen, or like what leads up to marriage.
Yeah,
and
like
things
how
like
you
that.
do it.
Like I get it. Like you fall in love and things like that. But like the day that you go from boyfriend girlfriend, or like of course boyfriend girlfriend and stuff like that. And you lead straight into marriage. Like, I don't know like what that little turning point is.
It's gonna hit you. You know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like growing pains.
That shit is
feel
going
like
to
sometimes.
punch you in your chest, and you're not gonna see another girl. in the
But you're
world,
gonna
bro.
have to go through something for it to get to that point. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna be
Go through something.
groundbreaking experience that happens, or something is gonna come to light.
That sounds scary.
But y'all-
That sounds
That sounds
so
scary.
scary.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a point where you actually have to count on each other.
Yeah.
And we young, but
Yeah, stuff
it's
happens.
situations like that. Yeah, and you like, damn, like they love never change.
You know what's so
or-
crazy?
Yeah.
Like I still feel like really young. Like when I was like
I feel that.
even younger, like in like middle school, I was like, oh yeah, by the time I get to like 27 or something like that, I'm gonna have my big old job, big old family, stuff like that. I'm pushing 30, and like I'm
Yeah.
like, whoa, I'm still out here drinking.
Yeah, because I feel like back then, it's like 20s just sounded so old, like, because you was like on the cusp of 30. But like now, it's like, okay, I'm getting there. I still feel the
Wait, how
same
old are
way.
you?
I'm 23.
How old are you again?
I'm 25.
Bro, y'all good, bro.
People say that, but I think it's just like it's
ones
different
who
when you
love
living it,
sanctuary.
right? But I was gonna say, in my perspective, I mean, I don't know if I'm the only person. Like my parents are married and they've been married, so I guess I had an example. But at the same time, they're not like a really lovey-dovey type parent duo either. So it's not like like I saw my parents like love up on each other. Like, no, that is not how my mom is at all, which is probably why I'm kind of rough like I am. But I think that I'm a hopeless romantic, so I've always wanted to get married. Like that's like just something that I dream about in my dreams. but in like real life, like it's never been like sunshine and rainbows like with anybody in particular, I say. So I don't know. I feel like I do want it, and I think now that I'm getting older, it's more so of like when. And I get like no need to rush or anything like that, but I do think of the aspect of like I want to have kids, I want to have this family. It's not that you want to be on a time clock, but fertility is like tougher the older you get. So it's like real life stuff that plays into the part of like how are you gonna get this family that you want.
I think it's tough for our generation because I was talking to my stepmom about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to have kids at like 30, 35. Huh?
You sound like my fiance.
Like, I'm not, bro. I'm not trying to have no
Okay.
kids at like 35. My
I feel
stepmom
that.
was like, I have a 1-year-old brother.
Okay.
My stepmother is 47. My father's 51.
Okay.
She was like, I mean, you got time, blah, blah, blah. It's not the same for our generation as it was for their generation. 'Cause nobody in our generation wants to get married. Everybody wants
Yes, but they want to have kids.
Everybody want to get a baby mama.
But I feel like I'm opposite. I never really wanted to have kids, honestly. But I always wanted to get married. But I knew, if I married somebody, they probably gonna want to have kids. So I'm gonna have to compromise
Sometimes
with
that's
that.
a deal breaker for people. You
Yeah.
get into
I
a
agree.
relationship and it's going good, and it's
They're
like,
like,
Girl
give me my
told
child.
The girl
Yeah.
told me that she ain't want no kids, bro. I'm like, what the fuck we doing, bro?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, that's a bad thing.
I just think I think just because I saw my parents, like they got married young.
What's
And
young?
They were like 23 straight out of college. So, and then they waited like a long time, like maybe like 8 or so years before they had me.
Oh, they
So
wanted
it's
to have
like,
fun.
yes, let me enjoy my husband for a good little bit before I had to worry about, and pouring into another being. So that was like my perspective. You got something to say about that?
It's
No,
just
I
like,
mean, I thought I was gonna get married straight out of college too.
Yeah. It's like,
I was
okay,
yo, yeah,
where's my college sweetheart?
There's a school full of women right across the street. Like,
Yeah.
definitely gonna find my wife.
I think it went fast for me though, like really fast. Only because I know on her end, she's almost 2 years younger than me, almost. But a little while ago, her mom had passed away in 2016, and
that's right.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And after that happened, a lot of stuff started happening in her household that she was just trying to get out of. And she didn't have a job. She was just focused on school. And I'm like, well, graduate, get a job, and I guarantee you in 3 months we can leave. Like, we just move out.
We got a
She
plan.
got a job. 3 months went by. We moved out.
Right.
That's when it started to get like, okay, we adults now. Like,
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not gonna. I don't want to be like that person, but I just feel like I saw y'all like move into y'all space together, and I was like, yep, it's got to be a baby, because that's just like it's so
story.
Natural. Like so many people's stories is like, okay, we moved in together, because you get really comfortable. Like,
anybody have kids here?
Yes.
Yeah.
My son just turned 3.
He's so cute. Like the cutest.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
Honestly,
I mean, you don't have to be
spirit of the moment type of thing. It wasn't.
Well, you don't always plan it. Yeah, most people's children are not planned. Yeah. Even if they thought like,
out
okay,
of all 7 of us, I was the only one that was planned.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Are you the oldest
No.
What number are you?
3.
Oh, okay. That's kind of odd, but
5 boys, 2 girls.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, as far as like kids, like my fiance is 3 years older than me, and I don't want to be 30. Well, you're not the one that has to have them.
Facts.
I would like to go ahead.
You gotta big asses up.
So do I. I got these.
She gotta carry it for 9 months.
Look, I got slap him on the back and all of this. He ain't gotta push him out or nothing. So it's like. That discussion, that's fine. Yeah, it's a lot on a woman's body, period. So
it really is.
I get it. You want to have the energy. That's cool. Like, I would love for you to have energy, but I'm also supposed to be there to, help you out while you helping me. So it's help you, help me. Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I think that's a whole nother thing with age. Like, you want to be able to effectively take care of your kids and your back not broke. You don't want it to be like
you have a kid at 30, you 40 with a 10-year-old, son.
That's true. I mean,
my point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how it was for me. I mean, I don't regret my son at all.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I had him when I did, because like.
How old were you at?
I was 22.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
22.
That's nice. That's a good age. That's where I thought I was gonna be at.
But a lot of people surprisingly like want to have kids like super young.
And that's okay. Like, I have a friend that she about to have her second baby, and they just had the other one a year ago. That's
well,
fine.
for me, I just hope for children that, their parents are at least, even if they're not together, whatever happens, that they put the child first. Because I feel like sometimes when you're young, the maturity is just not there to effectively take care of a child. And I'm like, look, in them little 9 months, make it work.
And that's probably the hardest.
Put it together.
The hardest 9 months if you don't trust your partner or whoever you're having a baby with. That's why be careful who you look at.
Very much so. Very much so.
2 years in life, going bald.
Ooh.
And crazy baby mamas, bro.
Yep.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I got the same fears, actually.
Yeah.
The same. Yeah. I can't lose this shit forever. I mean, this right here.
Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You can catch us every Monday with a new episode, and we may spill the tea
with Darty
and KP. Deuces.
We out.